Hi guys, so I'm back. This is part 2 of day 4 because I split the video. I now have the photographs that Ruth's been editing and has downloaded for me, and I've popped those into the video for you as well. We are out in the Highlands of Scotland. I'll link everything in the box down below, but I suggest you watch part 1 of day 4 if you're wanting the names and things of locations as well. But here's Ruth having a nosy round before the rain hit us in full force, but we did get some beautiful shots. So I hope you enjoy, and I will see you towards the end. Bye. So it's raining. Okay. Oh, hang on. It's a bit on the rainy side. The heavens have now opened. We're literally like just trying to find a spot and the heavens have opened. Oh. Better? Sorry, Ruth's trying to photograph me from the back. And I can't show the camera. So you're about bust height at the moment, walking very slowly forward. Like a pretty spot. What do you think? Not the lovely one, please. It's going well. We haven't found the spot yet, and it literally, the weather has got wetter, and it's cold rain. You know, like sometimes you get warmer rain. This one's a bit cold. It's a bit interesting. That could be good for a shoot, Ruth. Yep. Just going to turn you around and show you. Go on then. Okay, I'm going to turn this off because she's going to need it. Funny thing is, it chucked it down when we weren't in there, and then by the time we were just about finished, it's gone like this. It's at the hill. It's typical. But we'll catch you after we've had some Chinese. I think we're having for lunch this afternoon, so see you again. tormenting Ruth at the moment with one of these, but I won't let her have it. She just stuck her finger up at me like the uncouth little brat that she is.
Brat. Spoiled, yeah, brat now. There's a difference.
Only marginally. Very small. Yeah, we just had, so we're at our next campsite at, where are we, Ruth? She's too busy checking out John O'Groats for tomorrow, because we've got quite a bit of travelling to do tomorrow.
Google it to work on it.
Oh, right, okay.
Dornoch.
Dornoch. Okay, I'll leave it with Ruth on that one.
I'll put it in the description box because no idea how to pronounce it properly.
Yeah. So we're here at the minute, and it's a nice little campsite. We've got train tracks on one side of us and a reasonably busy road on the other, but it's quite quiet and it's nice. But in fact, there's another van that's next door to us, but just after that van, literally in like a minute, less than a minute, walking distance, is the entire, yeah, shower block and everything, and it's a nice little shower block as well.
It's wet rooms.
I'm sorry, it's fancy. We have wet rooms. We've just had, I've just done us, Ruth set up the outside, like done the power cable, hooked us up, and she's sorted out the bedding and stuff, and I've lifted the roof. We just thought we'd do it quickly whilst the weather was kind of looking a bit dodgy, but it actually went quite nice, as you can see. So Ruth's got the chairs out, and we've had tea outside. So I booted Ruth out to go and do the washing up from yesterday, whilst I did tea for both of us, because it's a bit easier to cook if there's one of you. I mean, the prep's nice to have done, if you know what I mean, but it's easier, a lot easier to cook for one of you, with one of you in here. So we've just had very similarly what we had the other day, which is like an English breakfast but for tea. And we've overcooked sausages for tomorrow, because we're going to use sausage and cheese wraps in the morning, so we're using our wraps up, and then we're going to have chicken and cheese wraps for lunch because we've got to use the wraps up, and then we'll probably have something like just soup and maybe, you know, like one of these things. We're not having pasta until I've recovered from the lasagna. Don't think you want waking up at 4 o'clock again in the morning.
You wake me up anyway.
That's true. And I am definitely windburnt because my face is on fire at the moment. It has been for the last like 3 hours since we came back off the coastal kind of areas. So we've done the photo shoot. Actually, you haven't seen me. I'll be back in a second. Hang on. Yeah, I look pretty desperate, don't I? Desperate and pinkish. So we've done our photo shoots and everything. I'm absolutely shattered. But I'm guessing that's because I woke Ruth up at probably about 4:30 this morning with nausea, but I was awake from about half two with it, so I was just too lazy to get up, and I didn't want to wake her up, so I was trying to figure out how I could be sick without, you know, damaging the van. That's how logical you get when you get like that. We've got a big day tomorrow because we're travelling. Oh look, I got in. I found these. I haven't put these in for ages because I can't have my dreads in anymore. My hair's too thin. At the moment, anyway. So I'll come in with this. But I got distracted. Tomorrow is a big day. How long are we driving for, Ruth? Oh, so it's not, like, time-wise, it's not a huge drive. So, yeah, so it's like Ruth said, if we didn't have stop-offs, it'd probably maybe be about an hour and a half. But because we're doing stop-offs in between, it's probably about 2 hours, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But like Ruth said, it's not the time, it's the type of drive. It is. So we're going to John O'Groats tomorrow, and we're going to be travelling a good portion of the morning and part of the afternoon. But other than that, we are not having an exciting night because I am going to faceplant in a minute. Bree's just like, why are you having more gin? Not having more gin? And I'm like, I will be asleep. Yeah, but it will be unconscious, unfathomable sleep. You'll just be like, hitting me with a brick and I'll be like, that's nice. Whilst I'm blowing bubbles. That kind of sleep. We've done really well on the campsite, to be fair. Yeah, she's organised it really well. She has. I mean, to be fair, I'm too much of a pansy to actually organise these things. I want to do all of them, but I am too much of a worrier to organise them. Whereas Ruth just gets on and organises it, and then when it comes to actually doing it, she doesn't get deterred by it, but she might get a bit more worried about certain things, and then she just shoves me in front of those. Yeah, she's acknowledging, that's right. Oh my god, we didn't tell him about the ginger ale guy. Come here. Yes. Oh, okay. That's how tired I am.
God, the days are blurry.
Right, Ruth. What did we do yesterday? We went
Right, so we were Loch Ness at the start. There was a little cute little cafe.
like restaurant diner place. At the
And we thought, oh, as we parked outside, we'll get a drink. We thought coffee, and then we're like, oh, there's some ginger ale cans in the fridge.
We actually saw it in their advertising in their fridge at the front.
Fridge, ginger
Because
ale.
we're in the queue for a little bit, so we had a minute to decide, didn't we?
So we're like, oh, ginger ale will be nice and refreshing. Ali, I pushed her in front of me. As it happens. Orders this ginger ale, and this guy looked very confused at us, and went, we don't serve alcohol here. And Ali's there going, 2 cans of ginger ale.
Yeah, he struggled at first. He seemed to struggle with the word can. And then, let's put it this way, right? This is not having a go at anybody that is in a different country running a restaurant. I've gone into plenty of restaurants that are run by every different nationality, and you can generally kind of communicate with each other.
Yeah.
This guy did not want to serve anybody.
He was like,
He was not
Next.
happy to be there. Yeah,
please.
I think the words were, yeah, it was literally like, next. And he looked annoyed that we were there.
Yeah.
And then when I said 2 cans of ginger ale, please, he struggled with the word can. Like he was like, can? Yes, 2 cans of ginger ale, please. We don't serve alcohol. So I just went, okay, thanks, and walked out. Because I was like, yeah, he didn't want to serve us. He didn't want to take our money. I don't know why, but he didn't.
So I don't know if it's, I wouldn't say language barrier, but for us, ginger ale is the same as ginger beer.
Maybe. Yeah.
Ale beer is the same word in our world.
Yep.
Definitely when it comes to a soft drink.
Yep.
It's different when it's alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
But there were cans right there that said, I think they said ginger beer, but ginger ale, ginger beer. If it was me, I would go, ginger beer. Those 2 cans. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they lost the sale.
They did, and I think
And then
I
we went
would have. I think I would have been more inclined to be like, oh, I mean those cans there, or be a bit more if he wasn't so determined not to want to be there.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, we all do jobs that sometimes we don't want to be at, but this looks like a family-run business that you have possibly are as the head of the family, possibly running. Maybe you want to not be rude to random strangers who have just come in to get food and drinks. Just a thought for your business. So we are definitely marking down, because I couldn't even be bothered. Usually I'm pretty good at working around a situation. I could not be bothered. I was like, yeah, I don't want to speak to you any longer.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to speak to you any longer because you just put my back up. So
We were freezing cold already, and then working out where we could get into a lock. And it was not that place. It was beautiful, but not that place.
yeah, but we didn't go in there like moody or anything.
Yeah,
Like,
we went there quite happy. Go, oh, what do you want?
yeah, because we were going to get lattes, and then
But
we
there
were
was
like,
more options, so we went for the more options.
and I just said, I actually fancy a ginger ale, and she was like, yeah. But they were right there, like about to his right hand side, literally just down the counter. These actually advertising them. There's no alcohol. There was no alcohol behind there being advertised. There was a row of, you know, like when you get a fish and chip shop. So when you go into a fish and chip shop, they'll have the cans either in one of the side fridges, or they'll have them shown at the front and say, oh, I'll have a can of Coke, and he'll pop under the counter and get one out of the fridge. That's what he had. Was his entire counter was different cans of Cherryade, Shandy, ginger beer, pop. I saw Shandy there.
That is beer. Should have asked us, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I bet he would have given us that. And for some reason, he really wasn't. I don't think it was us personally. I think he literally was not interested in being there. He was reasonably rude to the people that were in front of us, but I didn't tend to notice so much. So I just thought I couldn't argue the toss with him. So we went elsewhere, didn't we?
Yeah, we went to the beach and actually got in a lot less instead of Fraser Asses off.
Yeah, that's fun. Why is my hand burning?
This one fingers. You burnt your hand, didn't you? And you just cooked.
Oh.
You want some burn cream that we actually bought because I
Right, my
burnt myself
hand's
twice earlier the other day. As an idiot. You did catch yourself on the bike,
Oh yeah, look, smooth skin.
Oh,
Here goes smooth.
Well, I don't know, put the burn cream.
You hold on to that and talk to people. Actually, you could probably wrap up.
There she is. I think she can run away. I think, yeah. As you like, see in our cupboards, they're very full.
Yeah, we are a bit more organised now.
That was easy to find.
Sort of like. What?
I found that easily.
I knew because I put the sauces and everything away. I need to clean around there. I'm going to get a brew on in a bit.
So yeah, brew.
Yeah, babe. See that? Did you see that? Reaction
More
to-
gin.
You want more gin.
I'm not driving now. I'll have to drive to tomorrow morning.
But you don't want to be woken up by me. So you can have as much gin as you like.
I got woken up by you last night. Anyway.
That's what I mean. Do you want it again?
It's the foil's in the way. And they go because I'm awkward.
I'm sitting there squeezing away, and if that foil had just moved around a little bit, I would have been covered in the stuff.
Worth it.
Why? Why did you not take the foil off, you weirdo?
Because we're in the middle of a town and I couldn't
I'm
be
taking
asked.
the foil off.
Okay. We're in the middle of the town and couldn't be asked.
Look at me. Am I not burnt enough? Am I not a little roaster?
Don't rub it in. Leave it thick. It helps.
Oh, she's getting sassy behind that camera.
Your mum calls you special, so yeah.
Start off. Every mother calls their daughter special.
I know how your mum says it.
Don't we all?
Right, we'll leave it here for now. You might get something more. I don't know. We'll see what happens this evening.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yes, we
we're
will.
like singing more gin.
Did you say like singing more gin or relaxing and having more gin?
Relaxing and having more gin.
Okay, no more gin for you. The slurring has already started.
No, it's because I'm tired. Bye guys.
It's all downhill from here.